Welcome to the Thrive 25 in 5 podcast, where we provide a quick win to optimize your health and longevity in just 5 minutes. Hey everyone, welcome to today's podcast. It's our final episode on sleep this week. If you want to keep getting these short podcasts, make sure you subscribe to our channel for all the episodes that are coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we've spent this week focused on sleep, and today we're going to talk about sleep and coffee. What's the deal with caffeine? How can we make sure it doesn't disrupt our sleep, but we can still enjoy our cup of joe? And just a quick reminder that one more reason to get sleep is that studies show that after multiple nights of poor sleep, our hippocampus, the memory center of our brain, essentially shuts down. We experience a 40% decline in our ability to create and retain new memories. And why do I bring this up now? Well, caffeine is one of the reasons we probably struggle to get a good night's sleep. See, throughout the day, our body creates adenosine. It's a chemical that increases what's called our sleep pressure. Basically, it makes us tired and feeling the need for sleep. At night, our brain flushes out this chemical, which is why we eventually wake up. So caffeine actually attaches to adenosine receptors. So the adenosine is still building up, but the caffeine blocks its signals, which is why we feel more alert. But we're not actually boosting our metabolism or changing our energy production. We're just simply masking the sleep pressure that's building up in the background. And that's why when the caffeine is eventually metabolized, we feel a crash. Now, caffeine actually has a quarter life of 10 to 12 hours. This means that 25% of the Starbucks run we made at 2 p.m. will still be in our body between midnight and 2 a.m. that night. So here are 3 tips to get your caffeine fix if you need to without disrupting your sleep. Number 1. Try to wait 90 to 120 minutes after waking up for your first cup of coffee. This helps you wake up naturally, and it will keep you from reaching for more coffee in the afternoon. And that ties to tip number 2, limit any caffeine after 12 p.m. We already talked about how long caffeine stays in our body, so keep it to the morning hours as much as you can. And finally, you can try alternative caffeinated drinks that might have a little less caffeine, but still give you that boost you need to get through your day. For example, an 8-ounce Starbucks coffee has 180 milligrams of caffeine, but a matcha latte only has 70 milligrams, and a green tea is actually less than 50 milligrams. Now, somehow in my entire life, I've avoided becoming a daily coffee drinker, but lately my 3-year-old has really pushed me over the edge, and I need some caffeine on a few days. With energy drinks, I feel both the jitters and the crash, but that never happens when I have 2 or 3 cups of green tea, which also has amazing longevity benefits anyway. So that's really become my go-to drink. Bottom line, you don't have to give up your cup of joe, especially if you never have sleep issues. But our sleep does change as we age, so just try to limit it to the morning so that you get that deep sleep when you hit the sheets. That's all for today's podcast. Thanks so much for listening. We'll be back next week on Monday, and until then, have an absolutely awesome weekend. While we strive to provide informative and inspiring content, the information shared in this podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider for any personal health concerns or before starting a new health regimen.